What does this day mean to the neighborhood?
Woohoo! We're celebrating. This is a party. We are very excited. We got the picnic spread already ready. We're gonna have a picnic today at lunch.
How do you think this will affect the neighborhood from this point on?
I think we'll have less traffic for sure. We won't have to talk to the news and the paper anymore. No offense, but our faces will be off camera. Our street will be off camera. We'll get back to our nice, quiet, very wonderful neighborhood. And actually, we've been dealing with this for a very long time, much longer than 6 months. But we are all ready for this to be over.
Tell me a little bit about that previous experience. What was it like living across the street before any of this got started?
Hypervigilance, very hypervigilant. I raised teenage boys here, so and all their friends. So I was just very hypervigilant. I always had to know where they were, what they were doing, and they got the huge lecture that they were never to get within any distance of the house whatsoever. And my nephew even sent me a message the day after it happened and said, "You told us when we were little to never get close, and I sure am glad we listened." I said, "Yes, sometimes Mama knows best." So, but we always were friendly to them. They never bothered us. They were nice to us. I mean, it wasn't a personal thing. It was just I knew evil stuff and bad stuff was going on. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of parties, and I worked a lot of late shifts, so there were nights I'd be coming home and there'd be full-blown fights out in the front yard, and I would just hide out in my car until I felt like it was safe to get in. And so, I knew this was coming. I didn't know when it was coming, but I knew at some point. I always said one day the house would be wrapped in yellow tape. I had no idea he was killing people. I didn't know it was to that level. I just figured a fight gone bad or something like that, but I had no idea it was. I knew he was into this, or I'd heard. I mean, you don't know, you just hear. I heard about the satanic stuff, and I mean, he was obviously into some very dark things. There was no secret about that, and he was, a threat to. He would yell at people, and especially if kids walked by and said something, that was not a good thing. And so, I just was very hyper vigilant, kept my eyes and ears open, kept good relationship with them. Didn't want them on our bad side. They never did anything to hurt us. They were very kind to us, and we were very kind to them. And I just made sure I was very aware of what was going on, and that my children were nowhere near, nor any of their friends ever. I was always here and watching, taking care of things.